Public service announcement. I am not a vet. I am not a trained veterinarian. Do not do what I do. Do as I say not to do. Don't do what I do. Don't do what I say not to do. Remember this. This is a public service announcement. So you got worms. You got fleas. You got ticks. You got lice. You got bots, which are these flies that came in from Africa that they bite you and they put a little larvae in your dog.
Hey.
Also, you have the vet who charges you a monthly fee for, I believe it's a Safeguard or Nextgard or whatever that pill is that they give your dog that once a month chewable. That's $60 to $75 for one pill. Guess what? The active ingredient in all of those pills is mostly this right here, Ivermectin. Boom. I got this in pure form, baby. This that pure quality. Pure. You can feel it in your veins. It's so pure. So what this does is you apply it to the dog and it lasts for about 1 month. It will kill fleas. It will kill worms in the dog. Lung worms, this worm, that worm. It will kill flies. Nothing can touch your dog. So whenever my dogs are scratching, you shaking the camera, buddy. Whenever my dogs are scratching, whenever whenever I see flies, whenever I see a flea or a tick or anything, this is my go-to now. That's right. Come to Co-op Kennels, baby. We're going to give y'all value. We are going to give you value. That's what this channel does for you. This channel gives you value. That's what I'm here. I'm here to serve and give you guys value. So basically, this can replace that once a month $65 chewable that they give to the dogs that protects them all month long from ticks, fleas, worms, this, that, and every vermin you can think. So when you think about it, if you gotta, deworm your dogs, if you gotta treat your dogs for fleas, then this is the perfect thing to use because it's concentrated and it can kill worms in the dog's bodies and it can kill fleas on the dog's body. So it kills things in the body and kills things on the body. It kills mites. It kills lice. It'll kill anything. So how I apply this? Basically, the directions are 0.5 milliliters, per 10 pounds of body weight. If you have a 100-pound dog, you use basically 5 milligrams, I believe, because it's 0.5 per 10 pounds. What I do is, this stuff is really toxic and poisonous, I'm sure. So I don't use the 0.5 method. If the dog is 100 pounds, I may give it, 0.5 per 10 pounds. I might just cut that in half or 75%. Let's just say 75% of what it's instructed to use. You're supposed to mix it with a certain amount of water. I have not been mixing it with water. What I do is I just apply it straight down the dog's back after a bath. You use a syringe and you put it on the dog's back and you go from the head to the tail. It's very, very strong and it does a really good job. We don't have fleas, we don't have ticks, but we do have the occasional flea that tries to get in where it can fit in. We do have the occasional, definitely the flies are a problem in the wintertime. Summertime. Right now, the flies are not biting the dogs, but we're going to get this thing. As soon as we see a fly biting a dog, this is going on the dog. As soon as we see a dog scratching and we find a flea, everybody's getting hit with this. Right now, we've already medicated them in the wintertime. So you don't, we're just not going to use it right now. We're going to wait until we see any type of vermin. The good thing about this product is it kills every dang on thing. It'll kill everything. You drink it, it'll kill you. Probably. This is not for dogs. This is for cows. This thing right here can treat 5 or 10 550-pound cows, or 12 of them. So that just give you an example. I can treat 10 cattle with this. So, you know, this is not something for you guys to be playing with. This is Ivermectin. It's the active ingredient, and I believe Safeguard. I'm not sure if it's called Safeguard, but whatever those pills are that you give the dog, Bravecto chews. That's a big thing in Africa, Bravecto chew. So it's the main ingredient in Bravecto chew. And any other once a month pill that the vet recommends or you buy from the store, that's about $75 per application. I'm not going to tell you how much this costs. You know what I mean? That's for y'all. I don't want y'all to use this, because do this at your own risk. That's all I'm gonna tell you. But I'm gonna tell you that I use it. And you're supposed to mix it with water, but I don't. But I do recommend, if you fill the syringe up with however much of this you put in the syringe, 0.5 for 10 pounds, just fill the syringe up with the rest. Use a big syringe if you can, a big one, a large one. You know, one of those oversized syringes. And after you fill it up, just go ahead on and fill it up with water. Shake it up, and then start at the back of the neck and put it real close into the fur and squeeze it out alongside the back until you get to the end of the tail. And this should keep the flies off your dog. The flies are not biting. I don't see any fleas. But the good thing about this is I've been having a lot of issues with puppies and worms. And I'm just like, what the hell is going on? So I'm realizing that these worms are in the dog's bodies, and they supposedly only come out when the dog goes in the heat, when the dog is giving birth and nursing the puppies. So with that being said, you're supposed to deworm the dogs at a certain point in time. I think let's say 2 weeks. When the dog goes in the heat, you deworm the dog that week. When the dog has been bred after 40 days, you deworm them. Do not use this to deworm a pregnant dog. But if I apply this, I feel like if I apply this to the dog periodically through the year, it should help the dog deal with the worm issue of passing the worms on to the puppies. So that's what we're using, y'all. Thanks.